saying it's cooked, chat? Is it
I appreciate everybody who decided to vote for me for this award. For the word of collab, I want to appreciate everybody. Like, within our community, us collabing is everything. You feel what I'm saying? So collaboration is everything. And I know this year has been very difficult on the fan bases, the communities, and of streaming in general. And as long as we don't tear each other apart and let that get in between us, we're gonna be just fine. So I appreciate y'all.
In 2025, the streaming community seemed like one big kumbaya session. From the small collaborations to the big collaborations and everything in between, I feel like this year we saw everybody on everyone's stream finally bridging the gap between communities, making some awesome content, and ultimately settling a lot of differences that were had in the past. Hell, it was such a beautiful time that even Kai Cenat had to mention it in his Best Collab Stream Award acceptance speech. But truly, and I do mean truly, ever since that moment, it seems like everything spiraled downhill and the community is further divided than it's ever been.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out blah, 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 blah.
Shout out Cutie for hosting the event. India Love for ruining the event. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you know?
I don't know why is making her going on stage and saying that such a big deal. Was it really that deep? I can't co-sign like kicking her while she down. That's not cool. Like I can see if it was girls on this motherfucker saying shit, but though, that's lame to me, bro.
You chose this to be a product. Like what? And then this nigga's calling me a baby?
It have been a downside. We done seen everybody cussing everybody out. You know, you seen a lot of dick riders right now. It's crazy. Is this the divide to the streaming internet world? Is this the divide in our own community that we didn't need? Damn.
But see me in real life trying to dap me up? No, nigga, suck my dick, and you know what I'm talking about. I don't gotta say that nigga's name because everybody's scared. Suck my dick. I didn't smoke with you, I didn't smoke with you, gang.
I didn't smoke with you, homie. I didn't smoke with you, gang.
I'm not doing that, gang. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not watching none of that nigga stream. I ain't watching a single fucking clip because I know me and I know him. And if I react to some shit I don't like and I say some shit I don't like, he gonna say some shit he don't like and it's gonna get deeper than it needs to be. And it don't need to get that deep. You is Kai's homie. I'm Kai's homie. We don't gotta be homies. Like you don't gotta speak on me ever. I don't gotta ever speak on you or speak to you ever, bro. It don't gotta be that deep at all.
If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a really, really long way for this channel. Now, back to the video. Streaming has become the new meta for content creation over the past year or two, and everybody's been stepping into the game. But honestly, if we really take a look at the landscape of it all, it's the most toxic that it's ever been, and I wouldn't be surprised if people started stepping away from it because it is just a total turn.
Guys, please step away so I can take all your viewers. Thank you.
Clip pages monetizing out of context clips and negative.
Talil revealed he would no longer stream content with AMP and says he's never. What? When did Talil say that?
Activity. Twitter communities engaging, total turnoff. Clip pages monetizing out of context clips and negativity. Twitter communities engaging in some sort of tribal warfare to divide content creators amongst each other. This culture of negative content fueling the economy and driving what is now content in 2025. And ultimately, streamers are being fueled by all of this negativity to make their decision. Now, this isn't something that's new. Kai Cenat predicted this a couple of months ago, saying that Twitter communities would be the downfall of the entire streaming community.
2021, 2020, 2022, Twitter was not like this, bro. This is why I be off that motherfucker. I don't be on that bitch. And let me tell you the downfall that's gonna affect streaming too. Communities, bro. Communities is the most toxic shit on the planet Earth, bro. Like it's the most toxic shit within Twitter. If they remove that, that's one step closer to a more positive space.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be positive at all. But it's one step closer.
This past year, other commentary channels and myself have covered these small situations and incidences that highlighted where we are today in the streaming space as far as it being toxic and not a healthy space to live in. Streaming groups are divided. Some streamers are taking more breaks now more than ever. And ultimately, it's leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths surrounding the game. Streaming has gone from this fun, interactive, community-driven type of content creation medium all the way to this ultra-competitive, ultra-toxic, and even nasty and uncomfortable space that even the streamers are feeling.
An award show really is a good opportunity for niggas to come together on shit, you know? And in my opinion, I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong, chat, but this year's awards show felt a little competitive, bro. And not in a fun Peyton Manning
all
versus Tom Brady type of way.
My boy Greedy.
But like in the I'm not happy for that nigga type of way.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only nigga that felt it, bro. And look, I don't want to read too much in between the lines. I'm not taking shots at nobody at all. I felt the energy in the air, my nigga. That's it.
Now, I wanted to be clear and known. I don't think that the Streamer Awards was the singular event that caused this, what I'm going to ultimately say is downfall of streaming. There have been these lingering conversations that we've been having throughout the year that have ultimately come together and converged. And the Streaming Awards was just the place and space for everybody to kind of take out their frustrations on one another. And based on some of the jokes that the host gave to the audience, I would ultimately say that they had some pent-up aggression towards people.
If only Tota was here, then you guys could almost speak English.
Wait, what?
Pent-up aggression towards people.
If only Tota was here, then you guys could almost speak English.
We're gonna speak Todanese.
Think about it. Before we went into the Streamer Awards, there was the whole edgy side of streaming. The Asmon Golds, the XQCs, the Aiden Rosses, the Cuffums.
This is crazy. Niggas gotta bundle up 3-4 times.
Whole edgy side of streaming, the Asmon Golds, the XQCs, the Aiden Rosses, the Cuffums, that had problems and called out the whole landscape and how they don't feel included. Even though there's a good argument to say that these people are foundational members and still contribute to the entire economy today. They called it rigged.
I think that you have exercised editorial control and you have picked the nominees not completely from fan voting, but from your own opinions and to keep the show brand friendly. I think that the priority for the show is to make sure that the show gets as many viewers as possible and maintains as many sponsors as possible. I think that's what happened. And I am willing to bet $100,000 on it.
They challenged QT Cinderella and they even said they were going to make their own award show. And then post the Streamer Awards, you have the internal issues within the WL community and this conversation between the WL community, the black side of streaming, and the Poggers community, the predominantly white side of streaming, and showed the division within those two groups. Now, there's a lot of moments that highlighted the differences between the communities and even the own internal problems that the community has. Whether you have Dez versus Silky and Rage, whether it's Fan telling the joke about Kai Cenat, it could be Rakai calling QT Cinderella a bitch and then FaZe coming to her defense. Hell, there was even a little bit of conflicting reports between Fan and QT Cinderella about who told what jokes, who wrote what, etc., etc.
She says it was the writers. No, bitch, it was me.
Poggers, dude.
I did it. And the reason I did it is because I was thinking everyone has to be involved, everyone has to be included. I wanted to make sure that like the whole new community that is like here for the first time felt included with like the cringe, corny awards show jokes. Like my understanding was that awards shows are like they're just like bad, like cringe jokes where you like poke fun at people. So that was my understanding. And then I was told about the whole Kai looking like Diddy meme, and I thought it was like an inside joke meme, like ongoing meme on his channel and in his community. And so I was like, okay, that should be fine to make.
But I think the incident that highlights the biggest difference in the communities was the situation that went down between Iron Mouse and Rakai and Ray.
I also saw a tweet about me talking to Rakai and Ray. A lot of people were saying that I'm basically trying to appeal to people, appease people, fit in with people, that I'm trying to, I'm bending over backwards.
How are we letting these people be streamers? I am not even looking at a real thing right now. How is this a streamer? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh my God, what is the world came to? This what's on the internet? People just sit here and watch, y'all. People just sit here and watch this. What's going on here? Shit say donate plasma with a Christmas tree. The fuck?
For people, which that is so untrue. You have no idea. You have no idea what I went through in that moment. So let me explain to you. And I'm here with Rob, and we're walking, getting ready to go to our seats, and I get rushed by Rakai and Ray. I will tell you 100%. I was very uncomfortable to the point where I was shaking because I already knew that I was gonna get.
Guys, by the way, the person was whoever this person is. I don't know who this person is. They were on an iPad, so I don't know how you shaking on an iPad, but they was on an iPad shaking. All right.
Asked something terrible. I knew that they were gonna say something rude to me, because I just know. I know it.
And what
Because I'm used to it. Because I already know.
Now that is VTuber Iron Mouse. For those that don't know what a VTuber is, they're their own subsection of the streaming community that uses different things like avatars, 3D animation, etc., to portray an image. There's a real voice behind that person, but for the most part, it is just an avatar. Iron Mouse is giving explanation of a situation in which Ray and Rakai, two streamers of the Clover House, came up to her and asked her some questions because her community was asking, hey, why are you talking to these guys? These guys are disrespectful hanging with them. Now play it back if you need to, but this VTuber said that they were shaking from home because Ray and Rakai ran up to them. But the beautiful thing about the internet is that we have all angles of the interaction, and this is exposing the levels of cultural difference between the communities.
Oh, is that that's Iron Mouse. Oh, what's the word? Oh, what's the word? Hey, Iron Mouse. How you doing? Post me. Oh, wait.
You're shaking because of nigga.
Oh, okay. Iron Mouse, you are a legend.
Thank you.
What's up? Okay, I got a question. How you look in real life? Whoa.
How do I look in real life?
Yeah.
Stop. Oh, ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber, duh.
Ah, you're right. I got a question. Are you black or white?
I'm Latina. I'm Puerto Rican.
Whoa! Caloque.
Nigga say Keloke.
Guys, tell me if that situation warranted any sorts of shaking or uncomfortability or whatever Iron Mouse was saying about the two. I think that that moment encapsulated the entirety of the event, but more so encapsulated the entirety of the division between the streaming community as a whole. Mr. Beast put out a tweet not too long ago about why the YouTube community can't be as united as the streaming community, but a lot of people checked him because the streaming community isn't really united. At the Streamer Awards, there were poggers, coded jokes that the WL community didn't like.
There are so many great streamers here tonight. Let's give it up for Kai Cenat. I want to congratulate Kai for reaching over 1 million subs. Incredible. He just barely beat out Queso, who could only eat 900,000 subs. Yeah.
There were jokes attacking certain factions and sections of different streaming communities. They didn't like them. The whole edgy side of streaming wasn't even included in the conversation. Hell, even in the VTuber community, there was division about who won that award and if they were a real VTuber. In the WL community, they're beefing. All these sides of the internet are beefing. I think one of the reasons why people even bought into the concept that streaming communities were together is a part of the parasocialism epidemic. But at the end of the day, there are big money signs attached to streamers collaborating with each other. Hell, there are some streamers that we've talked about where their whole entire
why they collaborate just for the money.
Their identity is based on them collaborating with other streamers. So of course they need to put their differences to the side in order to, get on camera together once in a while. But at an event like the Streamer Awards, you can see the long-standing issues, and I do mean long-standing issues, that the WL and Poggers community have always had with each other. You see, the Poggers community, again, the generally white side / gaming side of streaming, has always had issues with the WL, again, black side of streaming. And I'm not making it a race thing. Those are the general definitions of what people deem as the Poggers and WL community. Poggers have always felt as though the WL community was loud, obnoxious, immature, and just over the top.
Konnichiwa? No, Chinese. Konnichiwa? Argentina. Chinese. No konnichiwa.
Who? I don't even know who. Is this the? I don't even know who these streamers are. I'm not gonna lie. Is this the Kai Cenat guy? Oh, this is the speed guy. Okay. There's like this whole new legion of like black Zoomer streamers, and for as much as they fucking talked about how like all white people did was scream at the fucking camera, I feel like that's all these guys do. I don't know if they have more content, but holy shit.
Sheesh.
It's just not my shit. But I'm probably just getting old. It's like the new shit is like black dude tears his shirt up, screams something wacky and wild into the camera, is racist or homophobic. It's LOL. And like that's like okay, don't care. Or transphobic. Don't forget that one.
Meanwhile, the WL side sees the Poggers community as soft, performative, corporate.
You gotta pay attention to who's saying it. It's always the blue-haired freaks.
and just not fun. Same platform, different experience. Now lately you've been seeing a lot of these sides of the internet come together, whether it be Streamer University, where there's a bunch of different people from different communities coming together, and if they're not at the physical event, they're at home watching the event. I've seen Agent and Your Rage collaborate with a lot of the Poggers community, and they've decided to make a bunch of great content. And FaZe has been reaching out to a lot of people like Valkyrae and Imaru in order to make their type of collaborative content. But honestly, I'm a little pessimistic about the future. I think that the reason why a bunch of these communities were coming together because there were bags attached to collaboration. And while the money will still be there, the long-term ramifications for collaborating with other content creators from different sides of the internet that you don't know are being felt on a day-to-day basis. I remember earlier this year where Agent did streams with Nina Lin going to China, and honestly, it seemed like a good, hearty, and fun time. But knowing what I know about Agent and the brand friendliness that he is trying to come off with, you know, the bigger heights that he's trying to reach, the different levels that he's trying to achieve.
He eating ice cream. Oh yeah, he did. They did go into some small apartment. Yeah, he eating ice cream with Nina. Boy, this could have ruined you. You don't know what she be on. This could have ruined you.
China, and honestly, it seemed like a good, hearty, and fun time. But knowing what I know about Agent and the brand friendliness that he is trying to come off with, you know, the bigger heights that he's trying to reach, the different levels that he's trying to achieve, I can almost guarantee you that he even regrets being associated with Nina Lin in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And that's not because I have some sort of anti-Nina Lin agenda, which, you know, I'm anti-Nina Lin. But that's because sometimes the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Being paired next to some of these streamers that come from all different walks of life as an opportunity to gain some sort of money means that even in their negative things, you'll be attached to them. Their negative PR, the bad things they've said in their past, and their negative community. Especially when it's so easy to paint a narrative with all the negative clip pages going on out there. I could easily see the division between the streaming community grow bigger and bigger on a daily basis. There's a few things that I see going into 2026 that is going to be totally different from 2025. For one, we're going to see people pull away from streaming as a form of content creation to give themselves a little bit of a breath. It didn't go unnoticed that Kai Cenat said that he was dealing with a bunch of mental health issues and that he was looking to dabble in things like acting or things like fashion.
I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I just been going through things in my head, and I was able to, you know, turn to like anime, Death Note, Naruto. Recently, since I've been going.
It also doesn't go by that I noticed a lot of streamers in 2025 just didn't stream as much. I didn't see much of Phantom. I didn't see much of Duke. I didn't see much of Bruce. Soul Illuminati came and then left because the environment is just toxic. The staple figures have made so much money that they're pulling away from this because they don't want to deal with all the stuff that comes with being online 24/7. And last but not least, I still see streaming being more and more complicated, divisive, and honestly nasty. These clip pages are running amok. As long as these algorithms continue to promote negativity, why would anybody stop? It's how they're making their $23 a month on X. And as parasocialism continues to be on the rise, it'll be easier and easier to divide communities via this negative targeting through clip pages. I just don't see a bright light at the end of the tunnel for streaming in 2026, except for the fact that, you know, I get to make more videos about the toxic community. That's probably the biggest bright spot.
No, yeah, we evil, because I'm going to keep making the videos about it too, chat. So we evil.